back to the Mookie Chilson channel, and this is the true story of how I, your humble correspondent, personally helped the New York Mets win the 1986 World Series. As I said, it is a true story. I have evidence and video and otherwise to help back up my my claim. So I hope you will stick around because I think it's going to be interesting. It's a story I've wanted to tell for a while, but my buddy Brent Richards of Brent Richards Baseball Cards gave me an excuse to do it with his VR. He wants to hear about our favorite ballpark memories, and this is certainly one of them. Like I said, I've been wanting to get this story out there for a little while, so I was psyched to hear about the VR prompt. First, Brent is an amazing guy. Of course, we all know and watch and love Brent, and Brent is an amazing guy for many reasons, not least of which the incredible content. My jaw is on the floor when I see the things that he shows. My jaw is also on the floor when he sends me awesome cards like this. Now, this is a 1988 Topps Dwight Gooden All-Star card. Now, why would you say this is so jaw-droppingly awesome? It's just a Dwight Gooden All-Star card. I actually had 3 or 4 of these, but when Brent sent me this, he didn't just send me this. He sent me Dwight Gooden's 1988 All-Star card with this. This is the original photograph used by Topps to produce this baseball card. Brent Richards somehow got this out of the Topps vault, which you can see on the back here. It's got the beautiful little Topps vault hologram. NL All-Star 405, Dwight Gooden, card number 405. And you can see there, as Brent said, it's not whiteout they used to sort of carve him out of the background, but it's some other kind of paint. But it's meticulously painted, and you can see there's Dwight Gooden there from that image. Super cool. So Brent, thank you for this. This is, I never would have imagined owning this in my 1988 as a 12-year-old kid, collecting this card. It's just the super coolest thing. So thank you for that. And again, thank you for this VR prompt. Ironically, I went to the Garfield card show today and picked something up 86 Mets-wise that is sort of a great little tack on to this story. So let me show you this before we go too much further. This is a souvenir scorecard from Al Lang Stadium in St. Petersburg, Florida. The Mets versus the Cardinals. You can see there in one of those label maker punch things, March 8th, 1986. And you can see the punch holes here. It was kept in an album. And if you flip it around here, my buddy Clint gave this to me. This was his grandfather's. His grandfather was a Mets fan and went to all the spring training games and kept score by these label makers. Look at that lineup. And I guess this is the score up here. I think the Mets scored 2. I don't have what the Cardinals did, but it's not important. Spring training. But so this is super cool. Not only that did he give me that, he gave me this. How about this? A late spring used ticket to the 1986 Mets. How about that? April 2nd. There cannot be many of these on planet Earth, and I have one. And Brent's grandfather, who collected this, not Brent's, Clint's grandfather, who collected this, could not have known that in 1986, as he was watching that spring training game, that the Mets would go on to win the World Series. And when the Mets won the World Series, they won it because, at least in part, because of my man Mookie Wilson in his at-bat in 1986. And let me show you this card, or this ticket. I just picked this up recently. This is a 1986 World Series Game 6 ticket. Ball rolls through Buckner's legs, October 25th. 10 innings, Mets 6, Red Sox 5. Check this out. And check out the pinhole that is above the M in Game 6. I did not see that when I won this auction, but how amazing is that, that it exists. It's in the exact right home as far as I'm concerned. And I'm super excited to have this. But this, no. I was not at the ballpark for this game. So this is not my ballpark memory. No, the ballpark memory that I'm submitting today has to do with another epic memory from 1986. And it has to do with the Let's Go Mets Go music video. And if you're not familiar with that, let's take a little listen.
We got the teamwork to make a dream work. Let's go.
Now, it is very hard for me to not sing along, so I want some credit for that. That was the Mets' answer to the '85 Bears Super Bowl Shuffle. The year after the Bears did their Super Bowl Shuffle, the Mets did their Let's Go Mets video. And this was the song played all over New York radio as the Mets, who owned the city that year in 1986, went down the stretch drive, winning 108 games, and they were just dominating and a part of New York fabric and culture and music. And guess what? I was one of the people in that video. One of the voices you heard in that song, I was at the game when they recorded it. Sunday, August 17th, 1986. It was a twilight doubleheader versus the Cardinals. Me and my Uncle Kevin went. And look at the price on the ticket, $7.39. And like I said, it was a doubleheader. So we watched the Mets lose game one to the Cardinals. I think it was 2-1. And in between games, the production crew for the Let's Go Mets video came out to the middle of the field and started conducting the crowd. And they asked the crowd to perform. And as you can see in this making of video, perform they did.
It was unbelievable experience. I wasn't looking at anybody. You know, it was the type of thing where the crowd was unbelievably into it. I've never seen this many people into one thing. They must love the Mets because they certainly don't love me. They don't know me, but they were jumping around like maniacs. It was about the best thing I've ever seen. We felt it in here, the thunders of the crowd, but I think that's kind of awesome that everybody was able to get involved. 50 grand, that's a lot of people.
It was great. In fact, I was signing autographs today, and they're playing the music, and the people were singing to it already. So hopefully, by the end of the season, we'll have a part in the game, maybe the 7th or 8th inning, where they play it and the fans will sing to it.
Now, we got to win some more games to make that video look better.
You hear what Jesse said there? We got to win some more games to make those fans look better. Is that what he said? And when they did, they actually won the second game of that doubleheader. They went on to defeat the Astros in the NLCS. I'm sorry, Brent. I know this is your VR. And your boy, Mookie Chilson, was... Wait, let me show you. Did I show you where I was? I was right up there. You can't see it. I was above the video frame in my seat, cheering on. So I was one of the voices that Gary Carter heard thundering through the stadium that Ron Darling was enjoying as he got ready for the next game. And when you hear that song, when the crowd chants, "Let's go Mets," and all that, that is me in there. So that is my ballpark memory. So Jesse, you lived up to your part of the bargain. We urged you on. We got the teamwork to make the dream work. Let's go Mets. And that's it for my ballpark memory. Thanks everyone for watching and enduring my New York Mets nonsense. And I think that's it. Is there anything else I needed to tell you? I think that's it. All right, let's go Mets. Thank you.